there is definitely something going on within the locker room, the front office. Something is off, man. This is the third situation in one game we have had involving Caitlin Clark and the coaching staff and pretty much another player. And it looked like Caitlin Clark definitely had a situation take place where she had a heated exchange with two assistant coaches on the staff.
The locker room door slammed shut with a force that shook the walls. Inside, voices clashed and tension crackled like a live wire. In that charged moment, the Indiana Fever season teetered on the edge of a turning point no one could have predicted. Caitlin Clark had finally hit her breaking point, and Stephanie White was about to face the full weight of months of mounting frustrations, boiling over into one explosive confrontation that could change everything.
Look, Caitlin Clark and Stephanie White clearly like and respect one another, right? But that doesn't mean they always see eye to eye. And I am beginning to suspect more and more that there's a bit of a divide between the way that they see the game and the way that they think the Indiana Fever should play.
What happened inside that locker room didn't stay behind closed doors. It sent shockwave through the entire basketball world. The fallout had fans everywhere asking the same question. Is the WNBA's brightest star on the verge of walking away from Indiana for good?
Caitlin Clark, you need to go up to their front office, demand Stephanie White to be fired, removed.
They want the front office to pick between Caitlin Clark and Stephanie White, man.
It's a matter of time, bro, that Caitlin Clark was going to obviously have words with Stephanie White.
Caitlin Clark needs to get the hell out of Indiana.
I think this is one of those things where it might be a turning point.
Make no mistake, this explosion wasn't triggered by a single bad game or a questionable substitution. It was a breaking point after months of simmering frustration, of seeing a once-in-a-generation talent consistently misused, and of a superstar beginning to feel like her own coach was holding her back instead of pushing her forward.
Guys, in this footage right here, this is Caitlin Clark pretty much ignoring the Indiana Fever assistant coaches. She don't want to hear nothing y'all got to say. She ain't here for none of the drama, none of the BS. It's over with. Guys, check this out. Right here, Austin Kelly, like, okay, whatever. Like, bro, like, y'all really think, like, bro, I don't know what this conversation was about, but clearly here, there's a situation at hand. Caitlin Clark is pissed. She don't want to hear nothing y'all got to say.
Clark's glare could have peeled the paint off the walls. Here was a player who single-handedly transformed the Fever from league afterthought to must-watch phenomenon, only to be sidelined by a system so clueless about her strengths it bordered on basketball malpractice. Imagine this. Indiana ran promo after promo with Clark's face front and center, sold out arenas on the back of her highlight reels, and when it mattered most, they tucked her away on the bench like a toy still in its packaging. It was pure absurdity, with the Fever starring as a punchline in their own tragic comedy.
Did we see any of this at Iowa? No, we didn't. We didn't see Caitlin Clark erupting on assistant coaches, having heated exchanges with Lisa Bluter. We didn't see this. Hell, she didn't even have a heated exchange with Christy Size last year. I don't know what the hell is going on, but it's looking real spooky. And I'm telling y'all right now, this thing is heating up. Something is coming to a head because Caitlin Clark is now showing publicly she's pissed off. She's publicly showing it. She ain't in character no more. She's sick of it. Watch this.
Fans aren't just venting in private group chats anymore. They're shouting into the void. Scroll through social media during Fever games, and the comment sections read like furious Yelp reviews. Asterisk, I paid top dollar for Clark's brilliance. Not this circus act. Asterisk or asterisk. If this is what the Fever are selling, I want a refund on my emotional investment. Asterisk when your franchise star feels pushed to the margins. It's no longer a minor tactical misstep. It's a slap in the face to every fan who believed, who wore the jersey, who traveled miles just to watch a generational talent light up the court.
Word on the street is CC told Stephanie White to sit Kelsey, Mitchell, and Howard because they don't pass. Could be true. CC went to tie her shoe after passing to Howard on a play. LOL.
And it is clear that there is a philosophical rift in the team.
And this is where you come in. If you're watching this disaster unfold and feeling the same frustration as thousands of other fed-up fans, smash that like button and drop Free Caitlin in the comments right now. Let's send a message so loud it echoes through the Indiana front office's walls. They can't ignore us anymore, because this isn't just about venting. It's about standing up for the future of the biggest star in the game.
I'm all for the veteran players, but at the end of the day, did we all forget that this is Caitlin's team? Like, did y'all just throw that whole situation out the window? Number 1 draft pick, rookie of the year, breaking all the damn records like they're scratch-offs? Bruh, what is we doing here, dog? I mean, Stevie Wonder could see that they tripping, man, at this point in time. I mean, I want to see the Caitlin we seen at Iowa. What happened to the Iowa CC? The greatness. I mean, bruh, we haven't seen the Logo 3 in a month.
To understand how things spiraled to this breaking point, we need to rewind a few months, back to a moment that set the tone for everything that followed. It started with a jaw-dropping comment from Stephanie White that practically begged for a laugh track. While discussing the Mavericks last season, she made a remark that went viral for all the wrong reasons. Asterisk, they just played differently without Luka on the floor. Asterisk, she said it like she was dropping some groundbreaking basketball insight, talking about ball movement, player involvement, and rhythm. But let's break that down. She was essentially suggesting the team functions better without the league's top scorer, the very player who dragged them to the NBA Finals.
Stephanie White, right here, talking about Luka.
Seeing a wrist sprain in that game that has been out since. And that puts a lot on the plate of players like Spencer Dinwiddie, who just came in, and Mike Marshall for the corner 3.
When you think about it, just playing differently without Luka on the floor. He's a guy who high usage rate, the ball's in his hands. When he's not on the floor, that ball is moving. It's popping. Multiple players getting involved in action, and everyone's stepping up.
Okay, you can hear the excitement in her voice talking about Luka not being in there. Oh, they're moving and they're popping and blah, 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 blah. And it's like, oh, no. You hear that and you wonder, is she one of these coaches that doesn't believe in the transcendent?
That's like a bakery bragging it sells more donuts after firing its star baker. Completely absurd. Fans roasted the comment all over social media. Analysts were baffled. And yet, White didn't back down. She doubled down, proudly waving that philosophy around like it was a championship banner. Asterisk, no single player should be bigger than the system. Asterisk, fast forward to today, and suddenly that bizarre mindset starts to make a twisted kind of sense in Indiana. Swap Luka for Caitlin Clark, Dallas for the Fever, and you've got the same formula and the same flawed logic. In White's eyes, the superstar, the franchise cornerstone, the very player selling out arenas across the country, isn't the solution. She's the problem.
Stephanie White, you deserve the Dodo Bird of the Day award.
And if they do not want to get a coaching, make a coaching change and bring in who she wants, that is going to cater to her style and build the team around her strengths, then she should walk.
And who do you think that the fans come to see? They don't come see everybody else that's on that team. I'm sorry. That's no disrespect. The Caitlin Clark effect, the CC effect is real.
This wasn't just a stray comment or a harmless slip. It was her philosophy. Once you understand that, every baffling lineup change, every long and unnecessary benching, and every sluggish offensive possession suddenly starts to make sense. Stephanie White's belief is clear. If one player dominates the ball too much, they're the problem. Her ideal offense is a merry-go-round. Everyone touches the ball. No one is a focal point. And the system runs the show. Sound poetic on paper, but in reality, it's like watching a shopping cart with a busted wheel wobble around aimlessly, players crashing into each other, and no one really in control.
She don't know what she's doing. She's holding Caitlin Clark back. She don't know what to do with her.
Yeah, I know Caitlin Clark plays a certain type of way. You want to build a team around your superstar player. That is not the case for this team. This front office solely, to me, only care about the regiment of their team.
Y'all was way better without her last year. You hear me? She is sabotaging your game. She trying to make you play slow. Know what I'm saying? You have to have the ball in your hand and play up tempo. That's your game. And everybody, even Ray Charles and Stevie Wonder can see that. You hear me? And everybody that's saying the Fever is better without Caitlin Clark, aka my precious CC.
Clark's game hasn't declined. Her usage has. She's still dropping 17 plus points and 8 assists a night, still creating magic that goes viral. But these flashes feel like leaks breaking through concrete. The problem isn't her, it's a system. White's belief in equal ball movement over elite playmaking is turning brilliance into background noise. While other WNBA franchises build around their stars, Wilson, Stewart, Ionescu, Indiana is forcing Clark to fit a structure that stifles her. Fans have had enough. Free Caitlin floods the comment sections. Even sponsors and league insiders are worried the Fever may be driving away the one player who could carry the league into a golden age. The fix isn't complex. Give Clark the ball, trust a genius, build around her strengths. Great teams are built around great players, not systems that ignore them. If Indiana keeps fumbling this opportunity, they risk not just losing games, but losing Clark altogether. So if you're tired of watching her struggle through this mess, hit like, comment Free Caitlin, and subscribe for more unfiltered takes, because this story is just heating up.